What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kat. This is my channel and I am doing a super exciting video for you guys today. I have come up with a list of 8 things post VSG that I did not expect that I wanted to share with you. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So the number one thing I didn't expect was the sheer amount of gas and bloating that I had that very first week. They tell you they're gonna pump you full of gas so they can get to everything, but they don't tell you that you're gonna look 6 months pregnant. Legit, you guys, like, go back and watch my first week video. It is insane the amount of bloating that I had. Like, I should have measured my stomach because it was just the most ridiculous and uncomfortable. I do 100% recommend walking as much as you can post-surgery to help get that to go away, but with that came a lot of belching. It was very uncomfortable, so be aware of that. Post-surgery, they might try to downplay it, but it is a big deal. Number 2 was an allergic reaction to steri strips. So when I got my staples removed, they put steri strips on me to hold my stomach, my incisions together post-op once the staples were gone after 1 week, and they put the steri strips on. I've never had steri strips before. I have had other procedures, like I had my breast reduction when I was 17. Was I 17 or was I 18? No, I think I was 17, yeah. It was 2009, and I have never had steri strips before, but I had a severe allergic reaction. I got welts underneath them. They were itchy, they were uncomfortable, and they just ended up having to come off before it was time. Nothing happened and it was totally okay. I did tell my doctor that I have an allergy to like sticky tapes, anything like that. I have a lot of eczema on my skin, a lot of sensitive skin issues in general. And they were like, oh, don't worry, it's steri strips. Nobody has a bad reaction to these, and it was horrific. Like, I still have some spots that are healing, and I'm over 2 months post-op, and I'm a little worried there might be a couple of scars from those welts. It was pretty uncomfortable. Honestly, that was one of the most uncomfortable pieces for me, was the reaction I had to those steri strips. So just be aware of that. If you have a taper adhesive allergy, just let your surgeon know. They did put an allergy band on me when I was in the hospital, so just be sure that you make your medical team aware of every single allergy you have, and be sure to have a emergency contact line that you can reach your doctor if you have a reaction like that. Number 3 are the tiny little staple scars. So I have 5 incisions. 5 incisions. I should know how many I have. 6, 5. I have 5. 4 on my stomach and 1 right under, kind of almost in the middle of my breasts. And then on top of each of those is 2 dots, and underneath them is 2 dots, and it's from the staples. And I guess I thought they would heal really, really fast, and that part would go away pretty fast, but those staples were deep. They're really just 3/4 of a rectangle, you know what I mean? It's just a little box, and they don't actually like clip up like a regular staple. They just kind of go in and then they can just be pulled back out. So I thought they would heal, but I guess they went in super, super deep, and I'm still working on getting those healed and getting rid of those marks. I did a whole video on how I am reducing my scars, their visibility, and my stretch mark visibility. Be sure to check that out. But I just wasn't expecting those to last as long as they have. I don't know. The staples were actually quite a bit thicker than I thought they would be too, so those little holes and those little dots are quite a bit larger than I thought they would be as well. Number 4, the nausea. Oh my god. You guys. So day 1, when I got home from the surgery, which I think was technically post-op day 2, your stomach is ripped to crap, and you're on a crap ton of pain meds, and when you have an empty stomach and a stomach that's healing and you add pain meds in, you get nausea. I was so nauseous that first day home. I vlogged it. I felt horrific. I only took one pain pill. I believe they gave me oxycodone. I took one, and that was it. I didn't have a whole lot of pain, but I was afraid that once I got taken off of whatever they were giving me at the hospital via IV, that I would then feel very, very, very uncomfortable. I never had any like internal pain. I mean, I don't know, I thought, would I have pain that I could feel on the inside? I wasn't sure what kind of pain I would have. And the only pain I had was a little bit of pain from my incision on my far right, where they pulled my stomach out, because that area is a little bit larger, and of course, you know, they created a very clean cut in it, but then they just, you know, yanked something out of it, so it's a little bit more raw and takes a little longer to heal. But if you can avoid taking those heavy opioid prescription pain meds, I highly recommend it, because as soon as I stopped taking it, the nausea went away. Number 5 is how you feel when you are coughing and sneezing those first couple of weeks. So I hadn't even thought about this, but when they cut into you, they have to go through your skin, through your tissue, through your muscles to get to your internal organs, right? Okay, so that means that those muscles in your abs have to heal. So when you sneeze or cough, it feels like you just did 1,000 crunches. Literally, it is like when we would do an ab set at Orange Theory for like 15 minutes, and then at the end, and you're just heaving and your stomach feels so like tight and uncomfortable. That's what it feels like to sneeze in those first couple weeks post-op. It was just the strangest thing, and I couldn't even figure out what to compare it to. And then I saw another girl who'd had VSG on Instagram, and she was like, yeah, it felt like 1,000 crunches. And I was like, oh my God, that's genius. That's exactly what it feels like. It's just a very odd sensation. It did go away pretty quickly. Maybe after week 2 it was gone, but it's just a weird thing to feel, because, you know, you're already like cautious about bending too far or stretching back too far or doing anything like too much. And so when you cough, like, you don't realize how, I don't want to say violent, but how like heavy of a thing to do that is. That doesn't even make sense, but like there is some force behind a cough or a sneeze, you know what I mean? And it was uncomfortable, to say the least, and I just want to prepare you. Number 6, my skin has cleared up so much. It is so strange. I did have a period where the cystic acne I have cystic acne on my thighs, my inner thighs, that cleared up as well. That has since returned, but my face acne, my back acne, a lot of it has gone away, and it's just very strange to me. I think, of course, when you stop eating terrible food and you start putting only the things that your body really needs into it, a lot of things are going to change. And of course, a lot of things are changing on a daily basis for me, but watching my skin clear up was really great. I am wearing makeup right now because I'm filming, but I probably wear makeup maybe once a week for a couple of hours, and that's it now. And my skin has gotten time to breathe, and I'm taking all these vitamins and doing all these great things and exercising, and it has really changed my skin as well, which was something I was hoping for, but was not expecting to actually come true. Number 7, in the beginning, you're taking very small bites and you're trying not to eat too quickly. So your hot food is gonna get cold. I just remember during my like soft food stage, I was eating a lot of soup, and I'd get like halfway through my soup and it would already be cold, and then I have to go back and heat it up or just eat it cold. There's a lot of cold food in your future, man. There just is. It's not exactly fair, but that's how it is. And the last one, number 8, is that I am cold all the time. All the time. Like, seriously, I'm always cold. Like, I'm filming right now. This is the 5th or 6th video I filmed today in a row. I have 2 fans on because I usually get hot. I'm wearing a Skims velour hoodie and I'm cold. It's just, anytime you do something like this to your body, it freaks out. So, right, you have A, less insulation, and B, your body is working so hard to like run itself on the sheer lack of calories that you're putting into it, that it doesn't always have time to keep itself warm. That is the legit science that I read on why people that have extreme weight loss get cold all the time. Like, my body is so busy functioning that it can't keep itself warm. Like, I was sitting on the couch earlier today and I said to Brett, is it cold in here? Because we turned the air off and we turned the heat off because it's getting to be like 70s. It's a weird week in November. So we're like, okay, we don't want to turn the air or the heat on, so we'll just turn everything off. I'm like, okay, surely the temperature has dropped down into the 60s because I'm cold. It's 72 in our house and I'm cold. Usually 72, like in our bedroom where it's extra warm in there, 72 is like I'm sweating in our bedroom. And I'm like sitting there shivering, watching CNN for the presidential election. Like, just shivering. It's very strange, but just make sure you have a lot of hoodies on hand. So that is what I have for you guys today. If you've had VSG, leave your unexpected things that happen to you down in the comments below. If you are planning on having VSG, please be sure to also leave any questions you have down below. I am going to be answering more VSG questions in my December 3-month update that will be out on the first week of December. And that is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, become a Warrior Crew member, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love you, Warrior Crew. Bye.